The big question, and you just heard Danny talk about it, right? Will my flight be cut? Now, this is a map from Flight Radar 24 showing U.S. air traffic earlier. If the shutdown lingers, 1 in 10 of those flights you see right there could be taken away. The largest airports will be impacted, and of course that includes the ones in and around New York. Look how many flights are over the area at any given moment. It is a busy airspace. Same deal with Los Angeles. Los Angeles International Airport serves more than 200,000 passengers each and every day. Chicago O'Hare also has been ordered to reduce flights. It is a major hub in the Midwest. Henry Harteveldt is president of the Atmosphere Research Group, and he joins us now to really give us some insight into how bad this could actually be. I mean, what's the snapshot you would give us on impact, especially if this goes on for days or, I hate to say it, weeks longer?
Well, we talked about a 10% cut in flights. If this drags on longer than that and we see even more staffing shortages in air traffic control towers and the traffic control centers, we could see that cut extend further. It could go to 11%, maybe 12, 15. We don't know how high is up. Look, cutting 1 in 10 flights is an enormous cut to the air transportation system. Cutting more than that could be devastating.
And when you say devastating, could it be actually paralyzing for some of the airlines because they need to get crews in certain areas, planes in certain areas? This is still a hub system in the United States. What are we looking at?
Right. Look, the airline schedules are precisely engineered. They are developed months in advance and fine-tuned along the way. And as you said, it's airplanes, it's the pilots, it's the flight attendants, gates, maintenance cycles. All of that goes into developing the schedules. And of course, they match those schedules to demand. So if this continues, and if airlines have to cut even 10%, it's going to be chaotic. If we go to more than 10%, it's not going to paralyze the airlines. They're going to move. It's going to paralyze the country because it's not just passenger flights that are affected. UPS, FedEx, and other cargo carriers are affected as well. So it's going to paralyze the shipments of goods and other items that the freight airlines carry.
Yeah, and you make such a good point. This is also about the economy. If you are a traveler, though, is there a way to gauge which flights are more likely to be impacted? Do they prioritize larger planes, international flights?
Right. So international flights have been exempted from the cuts. They do not want to get into a tit for tat with foreign countries about telling them that their airlines can't fly or have to cut their flights to the U.S., especially since so many foreign airlines may operate just a handful of flights a day. So international flights, whether on a U.S. or foreign airline, are exempted from this. That puts more pressure, though, on the U.S. domestic network. And so all the U.S. airlines are going to be affected. What they're going to do is the airlines that have regional affiliates, that includes Alaska and American, Delta, United, they're going to cut their regional flights first because those are smaller planes. It disrupts fewer people. Better to cut a flight with 76 seats than a plane with 176 seats. But after that, they're going to have to start cutting from what they call their mainline operations. And that's where the cutting gets tricky. They'll likely start with high frequency routes where they have 8 or more flights a day, and then go from there. What they're going to try to do is minimize the inconvenience to the best of their abilities.
Given the burden already on the air traffic control system in the United States, and I mean, look, we've covered it here, right? It needs modernizing, it needs more investment. So from your perspective, is this a necessary move for safety?
You mean in terms of the cutting the flights? Absolutely,
Exactly.
because this isn't a technology issue. It's related to the staffing shortages in the control towers and traffic control centers. You don't want to put more planes through the system than can safely be managed. And we can't acknowledge this. Pulling this lever, having airlines reduce flights, is certainly going to probably have an effect on the Senate and House of Representatives trying to get those people back together to start negotiating some kind of solution.
Yeah, and let's hope that they actually keep them in Washington, because it was rumored that the Senate might even, I mean, if any one of these people ends up on the other side of the country, I'm not sure any of the senators will even be able to get back. We'll leave it there for now, but we've learned a lot, and we'll continue to hope that this shutdown comes to an end very, very quickly. Appreciate your time.